Hello and welcome to this first impressions video of Toons AI by Pulpona. This is the Pulpona equivalent to programs like Animaker. This cost me $149 because I got the package that has all the upgrades, although you can get it from $49 and then buy upgrades as you need them. So you can see we've got templates, we can build our own character, we've got projects, we can create things. So if I just look at the templates to start, it's all about character explainer videos. And let's just have a look at this digital marketing one, and we're going to proceed. Let's see what this looks like. So this is slide based. So if I look at my different slides, I've got different things going on. And so on and so forth. Now this all looks very good. We've got lots of assets included. We've got lots of different backgrounds. We can have backgrounds that are maybe cartoon, backgrounds that are more abstract. There's loads of backgrounds included. We can have simple colors, or we can have built-in gradients like so. These all look very nice. As you'd expect, we can add text, headings and subtitles, and we can add animated titles, which looks really good. In terms of assets, we've got characters, so I can just add this character here. And I can resize like so, and I can have actions the character's doing. So don't have too many for this one. We might have talking, and I can also add speech. So I've already done some speech here, but let's create some new speech. If I say hello, how are you, I'm going to generate that voiceover, and I get to pick from several voices. So I'm just going to pick this top one, and that gets added. So then what I need to do is I need to pick which one I've just done, and I think it is this one.
Hello, how are you?
So I apply it, and we can see it applies at the start of the clip. So let's just watch this chap come in.
Hello, how are you?
So he says, hello, how are you? And he sways about. So there's lots and lots of characters here that we can add in. In terms of characters adding and leaving, so if I go to this animate, I can set the entering animation and I can set the exit animation. So he's going to come up from the bottom to enter, and he's going to leave from the bottom. So let's just have a look at that. That's really unfortunate that it always goes to fade, even though I picked bottom. I think each character can only have one action from all I can see and one text. We've also got things like shapes, and what's really nice is we can put in, we've got pre-built things like quotes. One thing I am noticing is these things aren't searchable, which is a bit of a shame. So we can put in some quotes and add some text, and everything we add we can animate as well, so that would come in on the right. We can add images, and we can search free stock sites. I'm not sure which ones these come from, and we can upload our own. We can do the same with video, and we've got AI content. Of course we've got AI content, so I might want a business trainer about health and safety. I am British after all, and let's generate that. Okay, so that generated fairly quickly. So we've got some text here. Now obviously I could just copy and paste it all in, or I could adapt it, and I might want to read that as a voiceover. So I can record a voiceover very simply by just starting and stopping. We've got background music, and we've got all these musics. We can also upload our own. We can upload a logo to add a watermark. There's help and training. But if I go back to all these type of scenes are template based that we can add outros, titles, all these things. So for titles, I might just want to add this presentation one, and that's going to add it at the end. And then I can just drag this up to the front, and I've got my title. So I can build some really good explainer videos with this, and because this is very template based, I can build it very quickly. But I'm going to go back to the dashboard. I'm not going to save this at all, and I'm going to look at create my own character. So I've selected male, so I can pick from here. I quite like this person, Mr. Default. So I can customize their head shape. Let's give them some terrible hair and a moustache. Keep the nose, and let's change the eyes. So I can't do unlimited, but I can customize my characters if I want to. That feels like a nice thing to do. And let's save this character. So I've made my own custom character and I've saved them. Again, this feels all very familiar from Animaker. Okay, excellent. So they've got 100 gestures. Fantastic. It looks like we can preview the gestures here. So if I want to create my own canvas or create my own project, I've got horizontal, square or vertical. Let's go for horizontal. I'm going to want to use my own character. So let's go to assets and let's go to my characters. Here he is. And let's look at some of the actions. So I think he's going to do an angry walk, and he'll do an angry walk into the middle of the screen. That seems to just be catching up. And our background, we're going to have a cartoon background or maybe an animated background. And I quite like this beach one, although he's clearly not dressed for the beach. In terms of entering and exit, I think we're going to have enter from the left. And we will have exit to the right. And so now we're just going to preview that. I'm going to go back to the start and preview it. Excellent. So I can change when that comes in, but I can't change the length of the transition. That seems fixed. If I want to add speech, I can add some of the pre-made speech I've already made, or I can create a new speech. I'm not going to do anything there, but I am going to publish this video. So that's my first impressions of Toonz AI. Very, very quick impression, and I will be doing a full review very soon. So do check out my channel for that full review.